Okay, it is 4:30 in the morning on May 15th, 2015. It's been approximately 75 days since the APL Coral has left New York City to go to Singapore. And now it has made its way back to New York City. I'm looking at the marine traffic app that Kenny Nielsen had told me to use, and I try to expand this. We have right now the APL Coral is just about to go under the Verrazano Bridge, map of New York City, and I am sitting here near the bridge, and we'll get a great shot of it coming in, but fortunately it's dark. We won't see that much. I'll try to follow it along a little bit. Okay, like I said, it's 4:30 in the morning. We're looking at the Verrazano Bridge. You can see some vehicles going along the top. Service vehicles up there. However, if you look very closely, you'll see a big ship coming in with a green light, obviously on its starboard side, and this is the APL Coral actually passing under the Verrazano Bridge. So I may actually try to go into Staten Island and go up to the northern part in the channel to see if I could get the ship coming into the New Jersey port, because this scene is obviously you can just barely, I can make out the letters APL. I'm not sure if you can see it on this video. So now as the bow of the ship passes underneath the bridge, some of the lighting some of the lighting helps to see the ship better. You can see the light on the top of the ship in the back, the highest part of the superstructure. Here she is, been away for 75 days, passed through the Mideast. One of its sister ships actually got chased by the Iranians. Fortunately, these guys did not experience the same thing. And that ship is loaded up with cargo. Okay, the second engineer, Kenny Nielsen, on there, on board in the engine room. Keeping the turbines and propellers spinning. Zoom in whether or not this allows me any. Right next to the two lights here can barely be distinguished, the letters APL. I don't know if I zoom in, I think it just gets blurry, unfortunately. Well, without any other sort of lights on the land, you can't really tell what's going on here, which I can from my screen. Well, maybe I'll be safer going back to the pier. 69th Street and getting the scene of it as it comes down Staten Island and goes into the channel. There's a green starboard front light. Okay, I'm going to move on now. Okay, I'm once again at the 69th Street Pier. Looking to film the APL Coral as she comes back to New York from Singapore after 75 days at sea. And there she is over there, actually. You can get to the end of the pier here and try to get a better view as she passes the lights on the land on the northern side of Staten Island. There's a giant memorial here. I remember looking at that last time too. Last time I stood here filming the APL Coral leaving New York, it was a sunny, freezing cold day, and there were ice sheets in New York City Harbor. This movable dock here was covered in ice. Here we go. There she is in the distance. It's pretty desolate here, but we have one guy jogging. 5 o'clock in the morning. 4:45 actually. So there she goes. You can see the silhouette. Small bit of light from dusk is starting to reach the sky. Well, I should say sunrise. Now, oops, if we zoom in too far at night, unfortunately with this, the lighting, it gets blurry on me. There is a tugboat in the back that appears to just be following the ship. I'm not sure if I can just about make out the APL letters. Oh wow, ship has just turned on all of its lights, which we didn't see before. So now you can kind of make out the containers. Yeah, unfortunately, if I tried to go to Staten Island, I just didn't know how to get to that area on the north side, so I didn't want to take the chance. It was probably a smart move because I get lost and then never be able to catch this scene. As the ship heads into the channel to make its way over to the docks in New Jersey to offload containers and onload some new ones. It's quite a different scene here in New York Harbor from a few months ago when there were ice sheets flowing through New York Harbor. There is the Trade Center. You kind of see that the top of it is being finished, and so they're putting on outside glass. I guess will make it look more like that top section. So that's the downtown skyline of New York City. The bridges are over here. I think I'll zoom back over to Jersey and Staten Island. Get the APL Coral as she finishes her turn. Go into the channel over there. "75 days at sea." I'm sure the crew, including my godson Kenny Nielsen, are going to be very happy to be back in the States. Okay, guys. Okay, welcome home, and I'll be talking to you soon, Kenny. Okay, so just one more final scene. When we were looking at this last time, we could see the Verrazano Bridge. So there she is off in the distance. And I managed to sit in a little park at the foot, left side of that bridge in this view, and then skedaddled over to here, 69th Street Pier, Brooklyn, to get a shot of the ship coming in. And this is a shot of that memorial. It's a 9/11 memorial saying Brooklyn remembers. Okay, actually decided to come back to the end of the pier because he's seeing a spectacular sunrise happening. From there I can see Trade Center, new Freedom Tower. If you look closely, you can also see Statue of Liberty. It's here. See along the shoreline, Jersey. And as we make our way back here, another ship has actually pulled in behind the APL Coral. APL Coral is the container ship in front of this one, going down the channel towards New Jersey. But this over here is quite a scene. Okay, I decided to take a trip to New Jersey, to the northern side of Staten Island. This is the Bayonne Bridge, and I just managed to catch the APL Coral as it's turning to go into the docks over in New Jersey to unload. And this is the ship in the daylight. I think if we can actually see the name. Nope. I got myself in position to get a nice daytime view of the APL Coral returning from Singapore after 75 days at sea, where it went halfway around the world and back. Nice. see here, the bridge is... I've actually never been over this bridge. So I'm standing underneath it. See a lot of cranes for unloading containers. Rush hour traffic is starting to build. I think I'll just run this until he makes it over towards these other cranes. I guess he's got 2 tugboats helping out. And my battery's dying, so I may not get all of this. As I look over here towards the right, as the sunrise is starting to happen, we can see a windmill and the Freedom Tower right behind it. Okay, excellent scene. Glad I came over here and was able to get this shot, because the other ones that are dark are probably going to be much harder to see. I will post them up on the internet anyway, and hopefully the crew of the ship will enjoy the video and the commentary by Uncle Mike. There's another ship coming out over there. Boy, that is loaded up with containers. Oh, right as I'm doing this, I've got another ship coming in here on the right. Nice looking boat. Oh, there goes the APL Coral. Be out of sight in a moment. Okay, and my view is going to be cut off momentarily as the Allegria 1 passes by. It looks like it's probably a fuel ship, given all of the piping aboard. You can see the deck, and given all of the freeboard, maybe it's coming in to load up with fuel. Okay, so the McAllister tugboat doing its thing. I have to tell you, these big ships are pretty cool. There are some human achievement of engineering. Okay, well that's it. 20 minutes of great film. Hopefully it turned out well. Okay, just to put things in final perspective, in this map, you can see the Verrazano Bridge is on the bottom. That's the entrance into New York Harbor. The boat came up, turned left, right on around Staten Island, made its way over past 440 and the Bayonne Bridge, which is in here, and then came over here, and the APL Coral is sitting on the dock right now, unloading and refueling. So that is it. Marine Traffic app is terrific and has been very helpful in putting me in the right place at the right time to film things.